So Charlie Kirk, he's a he's a philosopher, a modern day thinker. He's been really, honestly, he's one of the greatest minds of our time. He's got some thoughts here, and so obviously you can see the text up here is a little bit of giving away the ghost. But anyway, so he's got some very interesting thoughts about the transgenders and how the transgenders are basically destroying the country, America, and humanity. So let's watch.
I believe, and this is to go a level deeper, but you guys are smart and you'll get it, the transgender movement actually matters even more than biomedical fascism, and they actually are together, because the transgender movement is an introductory phase to get you to strip yourself of your humanity to mesh with machines. It's called transhumanism. They want you to say, okay, well, I can choose any gender. Why can't I just have like an exoskeleton of some sort of machine around me? This is what Meta is about, the Metaverse, kids staring at screens all day long.
Okay, now he's... Okay, so, okay, this is great. Okay, so the transgenders are actually, they're machines, so they're actually cyborgs, and the transgenders... famously big fans of the metaverse tie their fucking VR headsets on and walk around in the metaverse to strip you of your humanity. This is incredible. Let's back up a little bit and then keep watching.
I want you to say, okay, well, I can choose any gender. Why can't I just have like an exoskeleton of some sort of machine around me? This is what Meta is about, the Metaverse, kids staring at screens all day long. This is documented, this is proven, this is where Silicon Valley is going. This is why they're so insistent on this transgender thing, because if you stop being a man, then maybe you can stop being a human being. Maybe you can kind of just plug into some sort of machine. This is where their control, their profit motive is coming down the stream. There's a ton of literature about this. I'm far from the first person to comment.
Okay. So... one of my favorite parts about this is it's if you stop being a man, then maybe you'll stop being a human being. The constant and continued erasure of trans men by these fucking weirdo freaks is extremely interesting. Like, it's interesting. It's so interesting. Like, it's only, like, it's the men that are being sucked away and feminized. They don't give a fuck about, like, women that transition into men. They don't give a shit about that. Like, to them, it's like, oh, yeah, more men. Based, right? That's their opinion on trans men. But trans women are bad because it's if you can stop being a man, then maybe you can stop being a human being. The word maybe here, right? Like, if you stop being a man, it's possible you can stop being a human being. What? Like, what? Like, what the fuck? Where does that leap in logic come from? Like, what the fuck?
There's a ton of literature about this.
Many people are saying.
I'm the first person to comment on it, but I'm just kind of connecting the dots for all of you. Like, what is the agenda here? Well, the agenda is kind of like Ready Player One meets Inception, where you kind of just hook up to a machine all day long and you're controlled by 5 companies that control your thoughts and your feelings, and the real world actually ends up being the not real world, where everyone just kind of wears goggles all day long. That's the deeper significance of the transgender movement that no one wants to talk about.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Okay, so the transgenders are in the pocket of big tech in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. And so they're working on destigmatizing transition from one gender to another gender, because we all know that it's moving the Overton window. So you transition genders, next thing you know, you're gonna install like a fucking cyborg arm, and you're gonna be doing Kamehameha blasts, right? You're gonna have jetpack fucking feet. That's cool, but that's actually not cool. So we're gonna be part machine, except we're not actually gonna be part machine, because we're instead of this being real, what it is it's gonna be VR. So we're gonna have machine arms and eyeballs, but it doesn't modify our human form. What it does is it puts our consciousness in the Inception world, which is a dream world, which is to say it's not reality. So they're gonna not only transform our living bodies, but they're also gonna transform what the fuck? But again, folks, I don't even know how, like, this. I guess this is transphobic, but is it really though? Like, is this really transphobic? Because this is just cool. Like, if he is describing what, like, I'm down with this. Like, I'm okay. Let's get it. Like, I don't, if I could have like a fucking metallic heart that doesn't experience like heart attacks or heart palpitations or something, like, fuck yeah, I'm in. If I could have a liver that doesn't, like, die on me when I drink a lot of fucking alcohol, I'm in. Let's go. If I could have like a fucking, get some metallic bones so I don't have to worry about falling down the stairs and breaking my goddamn ankle, like, that's great. I'm down. I am pro transhuman. I am pro transgender. I am pro Inception. It's also a good movie. It's just a good movie. That anyway, there you fucking go. Goddamn Charlie Kirk, real brain genius. And so really giving us some good fan theories. I hope that some of these are true.